Ahum, namaste, and all that is beautiful in today's world and time. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to continue what I started last year. Apparently, there was great interest in the explanations, and we're talking about none other than the Spanish Tarot. Spanish Tarot is a beautiful tarot. Not everybody learns how to use it or has learned to use it. And I'll be very honest. If I get a client, or let's say that I'm pulling for myself, um, I'm going to get um, very specific information that I need to move forward. Why? Well, let's take this card, which is the card. Okay, here we go. This card is the King of Gold, or the King of Coins. Okay, the King of Coins. The King of Coins represents an older man. Obviously, you can tell it is an older man. Let me widen my screen. It is an older man. Okay, the card itself is saying that it is an older man with white complexion, blonde or gray hair. That's what you're seeing. That's the beauty of these cards. They depict exactly the people around you in situations. They will say, this is the person, this is what they look like. All right, that's what's so important about these cards. About this gray-haired older man with white complexion, and the card itself gives you a lot of clues. So you can see that it has the coin, and he looks very well dressed. Well, this person enjoys a solid economic position, right? And with that comes the incredible capacity and ability to follow several businesses. So how would you describe this person in your spread? Well, this is a person that may have many businesses or many endeavors, but it's a very well-off person. It's an older person, white complexion, and gray, but has a very good position in life, right? Well, with someone, sorry, let me go. With someone, he's been seeing ghosties for days now. Rightly so. For someone that has a lot of businesses, well, that person should have a lot of experience. So you would say that this person embodies experience and intelligence and understanding of a banker, or maybe a stockbroker, or maybe just a millionaire. Okay, so this announces also, this card announces a successful outcome of projects that your client is actually in the middle of. Okay, being able to exist for those achievements, the collaboration of some people that life crosses your client, especially for that particular person, which is projects and efforts and maybe a venture, something to do with business. Okay, it is one of the most favorable cards in the deck, but in all life, okay, in all areas of life. So wherever this guy lands, this guy is saying whatever either he's looking at, or if you see that the coin is facing, or your intuition. See, there could be a lot of things about your reading, but the intuition, that spirit guide that uses these cards is going to give you guidance on how to use it on a spread, what spread. It could be something totally unconventional, okay? Although generational learning and conditioning as far as learning is concerned is going to prevail, because you're going to do what grandma used to do, right? But there's going to be a time where the spirit that uses the card, or the entity that uses this card, the entity that works this kind of divination, is the one that will come forward and tell you separately what is really going on. And you may see that this card may land somewhere else, and traditionally you're going to say, well, why would this come over you? You're going to ask your guide, the guide that uses this particular deck, and your guide is going to tell you this is what this means. And you're going to be like, oh my God. You're going to get you, and even because I know that there are people out there that are going to go, well, you know, yeah, it makes sense, but is this what the client wants to know? I don't care what the client wants to know. That guide doesn't care what the client wants to know. It's what they need to know that is important, okay? So if you are on the fence about what it is, you have a beautiful communication system with your cards. Take them all in, reshuffle them, and talk to your guide and say, is this divination tool the right one for my client and for what they want to find out? And that particular guide that only uses this card style is going to tell you no. You can use these cards to tell you what is going to happen on that day. And you're going to be able to plan your day that way. Again, these cards are different. These cards are very precise. And the way that you handle them, you have to be precise with your questions. All right? Because that's the only way you're going to get a real answer. So let's go back to this king of coins. If this card is reversed, if the card is reversed, it's still a good reading material. You're going to receive a good reading. The only thing is you're going to get a warning of people that are in your life in that section of the spread that are going to come to you with greed, corruption, vices that they can't get out of, and you can't even, the card itself says, who are you? If this is, you know, reversed, it's like, listen, open your eyes. This old man is telling you, open your eyes. There are people around you that have a lot of greed, that are corrupt. Open your freaking eyes and understand that this is what I'm telling you. If you want to be successful, if you want what's on this spread to really happen for you, but this guy is this way, you gotta listen, because there's somebody in that endeavor that is not going to let you get to your goal. But the card is not telling you sit back and accept it. It's just not going to work. That's not what the card is telling you when the card is reversed On the contrary, it's telling you there is potential in this endeavor. However, you need to open your eyes and see, because there is something and someone you need to remove. As hard as it's going to be, you remove them. And then, of course, you thank your cards for the reading. You close your sacred space that you open in the beginning, however it is that you open it. And you thank those that actually appeared and showed up to help you with the interpretation, right? But this card is one of the luckiest cards, one of the most favorable cards in the deck. So whether you do, like I make a circle and I have life, I have health, I have work, I have love, but I group them into small sections. And then I make a cross in the middle with other cards. And whatever, so you see what I mean? I got group, 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 each with whatever it is that we want. Of course, you're going to ask your client, and most times they're going to tell you, oh, I want a general reading. Perfect. That is how my spiritual guide that uses la barajas españolas actually does the reading. But I have seen him do readings with just 7 across, going all the way down, or 10 across, or even 5 across, or even quickies with 3, 5, 7s, and 10s. Just cards, just boom, 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 boom. And this is where you sit. And at first, it's going to be a little foggy. You're going to be like, sorry, those are my birds. What are you trying to tell me here? And then you go into story mode, right? And practice this on yourself. You can't make a mistake. And you look at it and you're like, and then practice the story. Read the story. Ask for clarity. Ask for guidance. Bring in that spirit that uses that deck. And they're going to talk. And they're going to tell you, oh, you're going to have your pendulum. You're going to have your crystals. Yes, you can use all that stuff. It's what your intuition is telling you to use. Okay. I like to read these cards with, I usually set up a little vase with some white flowers. I have a white candle and I have a glass of clear water. And very many times I do clear myself, clean my hands while I am doing the reading, because I am being told to do that. I'm being guided to do that. And when you find yourself in a spot that you cannot really come to that precise message, which can happen. However, these particular cards, they're just incredible. I mean, to be able to depict an older gray-haired man, white, with a great, I mean, you could just see it, with a great disposition. This person, look at the way that they're standing. They know what they're doing, right? They've got the money spinning in their fingers. What is that telling you? That's telling you this guy's got bucks, and this guy's got experience, and this guy may be a millionaire. It has something to do with banking or stockbroker, a millionaire. It's a businessman. And the fact that he has so much money, why would one businessman just own one business? You know that that's not the way it is. So you have to bring in common sense to the card and what is being depicted. So you're going to find yourself in a spot again that you're going to be like, what does this mean? Well, this is where this guy is at. This is why this guide is helping you. You can turn around and say, what does this mean? I need clarity. Can you give me clarity on what it is that this is trying to tell me? And this particular guide or spirit is going to give you that clarity. You're going to step away. You're going to look. You're going to look from a different point of view. And you're going to ask questions to your client. And all of a sudden, you're going to get your pendulum. You're going to get your crystals. You're going to clear everything out. Get your Florida water. Clear yourself. And then look again. And you're going to be, oh, I guarantee that. And that will happen. So thank you very much for spending some time with me. I hope I didn't take too much time. I know that I try to put in as much information in one video as I can, so that you understand where I'm coming from when it comes to these cards or any of my cards that I use. We're going to, next time, we are going to talk about, let's see here, the King of Cups. And this is great, especially now. Let me look for the King of Cups. Especially now in this day and age, the King of Cups brings a lot of messages. So I hope to see you again, and enjoy yourself. Be happy, be healthy, and understand that there's a lot of information that you can acquire that's around you. Just open up your sacred space and just let the right information come to you. If these cards are calling to you, use them. You can mix and match with other cards, and the meaning of it itself is going to give you the clues and the message that you need for your clients. So thank you very much. Ahum and namaste. Be well.